for joining my podcast this morning. If you like this platform, make sure you press the like button, people. Press the like button, engage in the algorithm, and here we go into the show this morning. Check this out, people. So you saw the thumbnail up there that I put up there this morning. So UFC 299 is coming up another week, and I'm not hearing. They've been talking about it, but I'm not hearing a lot of talking about it, people. Especially coming up for this week, less than a week, because it's this week the fight's coming up, and I'm not hearing a lot of talking about. I do hear a lot of talking about UFC 300, how that went. That caught people. I believe UFC 299 card is much better than UFC 300. It's just, let's get into this fight talking this morning, people. So I'm going to talk about, only two fights that I'm going to speak about this morning. I'm going to speak about the Sean O'Malley. Yes, guys. So check out this short clip with MVP. It's a short clip. An interview about, who's coming into the UFC 299, make his debut. Check it out, people. All right.
Of your MMA career, the UFC was the goal to work towards for you. When you finally get to step in the octagon in Miami, what do you think that will feel like?
Weird enough, I'm hoping it should feel just normal, and because I know that will be me performing at my best. If I make it feel like anything else, and then that's going to be me unsure about what's going to happen, or unsure about myself. I'm hoping I go in there and it just feels like home. It just feels normal, and then I can just perform the way I know I can perform here at the UFC.
And we're going to speak about Kevin Holland, Michael Venom Page coming in, his debut at UFC 299. People, man, I want to speak about that fight. I'm going to talk about that fight because that fight mean a lot. Wow, Michael Venom Page is 29 or 31, not sure, but I will pull up the stats. But that's going to be a good fight because, that fight right there, I believe is going to loosen up a lot of the UFC, especially in the bantamweight, the O'Malley fight, and Kevin Holland. I believe that's going to be a good fight card. That fight card is stacked. I think it's better than UFC 300. No disrespect, but I just feel that UFC 299 card is much stacked, much better. So let's go into the call out all the fights. I'm really focusing. I really want to focus on Sean O'Malley and Kevin Holland against Michael Page. Sean O'Malley going up against Marlon Vera. People, y'all need to go rewatch the first fight they had. Listen. Before we get into Holland, I'm going to speak about O'Malley fight. People, this is my personal opinion. I believe Sean O'Malley is very overrated. I don't believe he's that good. He talk a lot of crap, but hope his action. So far, I'm not saying his actions backing up his mouth, but I believe he's overrated. He's not all that. If you watch the first fight, I believe Marlon Vera knocked him out, especially, rewatch that fight, people. I know that his foot got caught, in twists. Then, but listen, that's part of the game. I believe that Marlon Vera knocked him out. The ground and pounding was good. The forearm, some elbows, some punches landed very, very, very flush on his face, side of his head. And for a minute there, Sean O'Malley head went back, and I think he was out for like 5 seconds. Then he realized he snapped back in, people. But I'm going for Marlon Vera. I believe Marlon Vera will come out victorious. I just believe Sean O'Malley is just overrated. He's talking about he's going to be better than Conor. Listen. You didn't even reach that level yet, and you're talking. Listen, you have to make your fight speak for you. You have to make your, the action in the octagon speak for you. Don't come out and yap. And I believe Sean O'Malley got a very big mouth. He's talking, but I don't think that action he's backing up. I believe Marlon Vera will be victorious, and it's going to be a new bantamweight champion. And people, check this out. On that fight card, we do have Peter Yang too. Peter Yang is fighting, and That's going to be a good fight. I'm not. Is it Peter Yang? Let me just double check the status, people, because I don't want to give people the wrong information here. Yes, people. This card is stacked. I'm going to read out who's on this main card. UFC 299. You have Sean O'Malley versus Marlon Vera. We have Justin Poirier versus Benoit Saint Denis. Also, I hope people. I'm not good with names, so forgive me if I mess up some of these names. Forgive me, fighters. We have Kellen Holland versus Michael Van Page. That's going to be a good fight because right now in the welterweight, people, we don't understand. You know, we have the Baltimore weight champion defending his belt, and we have the Baltimore weight Sean O'Malley, we have Peter Yang, and we have in the welterweight, we have Kevin Holland, and we have Gilbert Burns fighting people. This card will loosen up a lot of things in the UFC, especially in the Baltimore lightweight, welterweight. People, a lot of people are going to come out of this fight card, UFC 299. This are very, 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 you know what I mean? It's not going to be a good fight for a lot of fighters, you know. My pick, like I said, I really want to speak about Kevin Holland and Michael Van Page. Michael Van Page is coming from Bellator, did a lot of work over there. He did real well. I don't have no issue with him. His style is just it's not his style. Is just his own style. People, he have his own style. He have knockout power. I just believe, you know, the edge I'm giving the edge to Michael Page just because of his experience in the octagon more than Kevin Holland. In order for Kevin Holland to come out victorious in this fight, he got to get to the wrestling game. And I know he's been doing some wrestling, and I know he did maybe like a year ago with Danya Kami, DC. You know what I mean? He's been practicing on his wrestling, but I hope he use it, people. If he want to stand up and strike with Michael Van Page, MVP, he's going to get pieces together. Because listen, Michael Van Page, man, he's very good when it comes down to striking people. That's what I have to give to him. He's very good. You know what I mean? Taking nothing away from Kevin Holland, you know, like I said, Kevin Holland have to go in and use some of his wrestling people. He's been practicing. He have to use that. Because if not, I believe Michael Van Page will damage him on especially on the feet. You have to mix it up. In order for him to win, you have to mix it up, people. So you know what I mean. But again, you know, that's going to be a good fight, people. I don't know what's going on in the welterweight division, but a lot of fighters, you know, listen. A lot of fighters, you know, I know that Leon Edwards, according to Dana White put three fights in front of this man. He never turned down a fight. And the people that turned down his fight, you know what I mean? Cosmere. Also you have Islam. A lot of people turned down the fights with Leon Edwards. People, Leon Edwards is the truth. I don't care what anyone say, but he's you know what I mean? So you know, away from that fight card is good. Let's get into the Sean O'Malley fight. Listen, I am not a Sean O'Malley fan. I'm not saying he's not a good fighter, but I think he's overrated. He's not. I don't think he's at that level. Like I said before, he's trying to compare himself with Conor. I don't think so. You nowhere close to Conor. But guess what? I believe, like I said before, I believe Marlon Vera will be the new bantamweight champion. And people, check this out. Peter Yang is on that card, like I was saying before. And how would it be? How ironic how this will be. You have Peter Yang going against Marlon Vera. I don't think, in my mind, fighting style, how I love MMA, how I analyze things, how I look at the fighter's style. It's not about the style. It's about who go in the octagon that night and put their will on that person, go be victorious. You know, sometimes you get knocked out, you know what I mean? Sean O'Malley, he do got knockout power, But I don't think Marlon Vera got knockout power too. And Peter Yang, they all have knockout power. But, you know what I mean, take nothing away from Sean O'Malley, but I just think he's going to come up short. I believe you're going to have a new welterweight. I believe it will be Marlon Vera. And I believe in the near future, Dana White will book this fight against Peter Yang and Marlon Vera. That's the next fight. All of that will come in play. If Sean O'Malley win the fight, then, you know what I mean, like I said, I don't have no issue giving people their props. But in this fight, I don't think so, people. I don't think so. I really don't think so. I don't think that Sean O'Malley have what it takes. I just think he's overrated. He talk a lot. Listen, I'm not seeing him doing anything in the octagon that no other fighter did in the past or the present. He's not that fighter. So, wow, he's not like a fighter like Conor, like said, wow, when he go in the octagon, it's on a different level. You can feel it in the atmosphere. I'm not getting that, people. I am not getting that. Like I said, he's forcing the issue, want to be like Conor. But again, listen, each his own, people, each his own. So listen, thank everyone for joining me this morning, people. And listen, make sure you press that like button and share this video. You know what I mean? And if you like my platform, make sure you subscribe so you get all the latest video that I'm putting up, uploaded. I did video. And people, listen, thank everyone for watching my shorts. Also, what I want to tell people, the shorts that I'm doing, I don't want anyone to feel that I'm being being disrespectful to any nationality or group or community. Is not like that, people. I'm a podcaster, and the shorts that I'm putting up, people, is to get content and create a dialogue. So when people do come on my show, listen, what do you want to speak about? We could go run with the thing, people. So that's the reason why I'm doing these shorts. These shorts eventually will turn into content and topic and have a discussion about it. So once again, if anyone want to come on my platform and come on Yard Chat, you're more than welcome. My email is on my